Hi, my name is Stacey Lauren, and I am the host of the Do the Thing podcast. And I am about to show you an inside look of me planning a challenge that I'm about to do called the Do the Thing Host Your Own Small Party, inspired by Nick Gray's book, which I happen to have here, The 2 Hour Cocktail Party. I have been talking to him for a bit, working on planning this challenge for you guys because I am really inspired by helping people connect together and not living in a vacuum in the things that we're doing. And I've been doing it through my community online, and it's been amazing, but I wanted to bring it into real life as well and give people an opportunity to connect together. And it's been such a fun experience planning this challenge. And through me planning the challenges, I hosted my own small party. So what you're about to see is me doing a series of Facebook Lives. Some of them are pretty messy, of me planning the party. So every time I touched anything with the party, I pretty much was doing a Facebook Live in a really small group. I invited just a few people from my Do the Thing community in the group. So sometimes I'm talking to some of them, so it might seem weird. But anyway, just so you know, it's just basically me documenting the process of me planning my party that I had at my house just last week. And it was amazing. It was so good. And I'll explain all about it through the videos. So check it out and do the thing. Time to plan your 2-hour cocktail party. Hey guys, so I have been starting to plan my 2-hour cocktail party. I had gotten connected to Nick Gray through a podcast episode that I did with Catherine Lavery from the Best Self Co. You guys might remember the dating cards that I have been using as raffle prizes. So I had interviewed the founder of the company that does those dating cards. And she had mentioned Nick Gray to me, that he's a friend of hers, and she went to one of his 2-hour cocktail parties, and it was the best party that she'd ever had. And so I interviewed him on my podcast. I think it was last August or September. And I read his book, and honestly, I haven't done the party yet. And so we had connected again recently, and he was open to doing a Do the Thing challenge with me on helping people host their own party. And all of a sudden we did our expert panel with me and him and started planning the challenge. And then I realized in order for me to run this challenge, I really have to host my own party. And I was trying to figure out what held me back from hosting it before. And I think it's just the idea that happens anytime you do something new. It's like, I'm not really what I would call a party host. I've done parties for my company before. When I had my business, I would do these really elaborate Christmas parties and employee anniversary parties, but they were always extravagant and elaborate. And I would always get more of whatever I needed. And it wasn't actually at my house. I think my only house parties were my kids' birthday parties. But other than that, I wasn't a big party host. I remember there was one point when I had friends come over. It wasn't a party, but just friends come over, and I did these skewered strawberries. Anyway, I'm that person that's annoyingly tries to please people. And I did mention, I think this on a podcast episode recently, that I had my boyfriend's family over for Thanksgiving, and I was going to be all elaborate. And he was the one that was like, just be yourself. And so then it was actually really fun, that was more focused on connection. And so anyway, that's what the idea of this book is. It gets you out of that idea of perfection and wanting to please people and make everyone happy, but focusing on who the people are coming, and you get to bring people together in a way that's not energy sucking. Because if you're having to do too much when you're doing the party, then you're not going to want to do it again. And it's kind of the same thing. Oh, hey, Deb. Yay. It's so funny how it changes when I know you're here. That's so cool. So yeah, I was talking about how I'm in the middle of this, yes, exactly, of the 2-hour cocktail party. And I just am listening. It's funny, I listened to his book back in September, and I wanted to host one then, but I just didn't. And I came up with all these reasons why I didn't want to. And I'm listening to his book again, and I'm like, why am I not doing this? It's so cool because it's practice. It's almost like the flexing the muscle thing that I talk about. As I'm getting into it, honestly, what it is picking the date. So that's the number one thing. I'm almost decided. I just need to check with 2 people. So basically, you're supposed to check with your 5 people that are your closest people that you know that you want to come to the party. And is the date good for them? If the date is good for them, Then you create the event. You do it on either Mixly or Eventbrite. And then the book has this whole detail of how to do it. And it's actually really cool. I'll play one part of it, which I really liked, because he makes it easy, especially for people like me that just are not party hosts. So hold on one second. I'm going to play this one part.
I advised one anxious host to admit that they had never thrown a cocktail party before. They mentioned in their invitation that they're hosting an event as part of a challenge in reading this book, and acknowledged it would mean a lot if their colleague came. Hey Wayne, I'm learning how to host a fun cocktail party as part of a challenge. I'm a bit nervous to do my first one and could really use a friendly face there. Haha. My first one is on Wednesday the 8th at 7 p.m.
And so, yeah, so that I really like that idea, because then it's like you're no longer feeling uncomfortable to really kind of set the stage. So pretty much all that's happening right now, I decided to do this the way that I did the Start a Podcast Challenge, where I'm getting some people to go ahead and start and to be able to host their events now. And then we'll use them as an example, like what I did with the podcast challenge. And actually, Deb, you're a perfect example of that with your podcast Opening Doors. And I also realized when I started my new podcast, The Dating Experiment, anytime I touched the podcast, I would record. So I'm going to do that again, and then I'll encourage you guys to do that too. But pretty much I kept overthinking this as I'm now planning this party. Step one is picking a date. What date works for you? It has to be at least 3 weeks out. So originally I was going to do June 1st. One of my friends couldn't make it. So I am now checking on June 8th for the party. So at least 3 weeks out. And then the next step is you're then starting, after you've invited those 5 core people, then you kind of look outside of that, but you're creating the event page. So every time I touch something, I'm going to go ahead and do it. And so, yeah, I would love you to, oh, yay, I would love you to do that as well. And then let's just post in the group. And Deb, you're good with Facebook Live. So I would love you to also, if you're open to it, just every time you're doing something, feel free to do a live in the group, because it's really going to help when the challenge comes. I'm still not sure which group I'm going to do this challenge in, if it's going to be the singles community or in the other group. The thing with the singles community, we have so many amazing challenges coming with the dating challenge, the Get Fit challenge, and then the bucket list challenge. So we'll see where it goes. But either way, the planning of it is good. And honestly, I've been wanting to host parties, so this is perfect. And it's 2 hours. And the way that he structures it, it's just a really cool formula. And it's kind of like that idea of it's a starting point. So if at some point, if you decide you want to expand on it after you've done 3 or 4 parties, then you can expand. But in the beginning, it's perfect because it's a really minimal, easy way to get started and really to focus on connection and having good conversations and relationships. So yeah, that was all. I just wanted to pop on, let you know that I'm planning the date. It's going to be probably June 8th. I'm double checking with a friend right now to see if that works for her, just the close people that I have. I wanted to be able to go. And honestly, we'll see what happens. If they can't make it, I might still do it anyway. And then doing the event page, which is going to be either Mixly, and he has examples. So I'll show the examples. And I would encourage you to get the book, just because to me, it's such a huge, by you doing these pre-challenges with me, it helps me so much to be able to plan it for everyone else. And Deb, specifically you and Pamela, with the way you guys did with your podcast, I mean, you really set the stage for all these amazing podcasts now that are being created because they get to see you having done it. So great. And you got the book. Okay, awesome. So great. So we're on the same page. Oh, I was going to tell you. So yeah, so this came up. I love his first chapter of the book is why host a party. And he talked about, even he had a business that he sold, and that was where everyone came from, was just from his network that he built over doing these parties. That's how he grew that other business. And I really liked that idea. For me, I have just been, even though I have a lot of friends, I starve for connection. I don't like going, and I do this a lot where I go to other people's parties and I do a lot of stuff like that. But I feel like there's still this connection piece that I create. And so by doing your own party and having icebreakers in it, you're basically able to curate your own experience on the things that you want. And so for me, that's what my why is. I would encourage you to also think about what your why is. Why do you want to host your own event? And whether it's just this one event that you do, or it's a new thing that you're starting to do every month, or every month might be a lot, but every quarter is to do this, then maybe that would be something good to kind of get in tune with. Why would you want to do that? And I keep saying event, and I feel like it's even less than that. It's just a 2 hour, icebreaker, and cocktail party. So that's pretty much what it is. It's just, and the way that he explains it, it's simple. There's no food, there's just snacks, and then there's alcohol. And for people that don't drink alcohol, alcohol is an even important part. He was mentioning how, when I say he, it's Nick Gray, the author. He was talking about how he doesn't even drink. And he just uses the word cocktail party just to show it being like a really simple kind of thing with no food. So anyway, all right, cool. First video in the group. This means my momentum has started. And Deb, you are here opening doors. And we are doing this together. So anyone that watches this afterwards, we are excited to have you guys. And let's start by identifying the why and figuring out why we want to do this in the first place. And then why don't we do the M, mindset? Because I've had to overcome all those excuses of, I mentioned the whole skewered strawberry thing. It's like, what is that coming from? Why do I feel the need to skewer strawberries? Just do it simply. What can you do to make it just simple so that you will do it and not have all these things that come in your way of doing it? So I guess that would be the excuses that we come up with. Will people like it? Will they have fun? Will they show up? Who's going to be there? Oh, am I doing enough? Forget about all that stuff. Who cares? What if 2 people show up? Just have a card game, worst case, available. So then you at least have 2 people playing cards with you. I don't know. But come up with whatever it is that you could help overcome the excuses. And so, yeah, so those are those 2 steps from the Do the Thing formula. And then from Nick Gray's formula, we're going to pick our date. I'll post my date in the group by tomorrow. I'll have my date posted. And then I'll have my 5 people invited. And then once I create the page, I'll show you guys. And then for those of you that haven't gotten the book yet, buy the book. So, all right. Thank you. Bye, Deb. You're amazing. Bye, everyone. Talk to you soon. Hey, guys. All right. So here I go. Video number 2. I am realizing how I am wanting to just copy the same thing that I did when I started the Do the Thing Dating Experiment podcast, because I think it really helped people see how to start a podcast in a month by setting up that podcast. And then I did things the same way as I'm doing in this group, where every time that I was touching my podcast, I was basically doing a Facebook Live. So anyway, the thing that's different with this one, with the hosting your own event, is I've never done this before. So this is brand new. No idea how it's going to go. But you know what? It's getting me to do the thing. So I'm going to just do it in this way. So I planned my date, just so you guys are following along. Where I'm at so far with the Nick Gray book is I read the 2-hour cocktail party. So that was step 1. Identified my why. I worked through my mindset, what my excuses were of not being able to do that. I did that in video 1. Now I'm setting a goal and I have set the date. So I checked with my 5 people that are closest to me and made sure the date was good. Actually, the first date I had come up with was not good. I had a friend that said that it wasn't good. So I rescheduled, or not rescheduled. I didn't schedule the party yet, but I put it on for another date. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and do my event page. Again, I've never done this before, so we'll see how it goes, but I thought it'd be fun to do it in the group. So, okay, I have things set up for you guys right now. So this is one of the ones Nick Gray suggested is Mixly. So we're going to go to Mixly right now. And I've used, kind of trying to remember what that, I don't even know if I've used it, honestly. There's another one that he talked about that was good, but there's just a lot of ads. So anyway, I'm kind of interested to try this one out. So start time, we're going to do the date, which is June 8th. And then I am going to do the time is going to be 7 p.m. here. And this is going to be my house. I'll put the full address in later, but just for ease of not everyone seeing my address, I'm going to just do that. Okay, now I'm going to go to his thing here. So these are his sample event pages. I did post this in the group. So let's see. His whole goal is to get 500 people to host their own party and tell him about it. And then if you guys want to see, I'm actually curious. I want to look at that too. And then this is where we could send him our thing. Okay, perfect. I like this. Let's see. Cocktails and Icebreakers Party. Is there a title? I think so. Let's just see if, oh, there we go. cocktails and icebreakers party. Cocktails and icebreakers party. I'm going to put that together. Icebreakers party. Great. And then I'm hosting a cocktail party. I'm going to just copy it. Hosting a cocktail party. Exclamation point. I'll put what I wrote into the group so you guys could just copy and paste it. Super casual, meet new friends, see old ones, and have a drink. Super casual. Casual. Meet new friends, see old friends, and have a drink. Super casual, meet your friends, see old ones, and have a drink. See old ones, and have a drink. Hey, it's weird. I'm actually getting a little excited. I was really not looking forward to this because I just don't like hosting parties, at least in my head. I mentioned it in the first video. Whenever I do something, I tend to overdo it. And so then it makes me burn so much energy that I don't want to do it again. And so with this, it's really the matter of just being really low energy and just having the point be on connection and not on the stuff that's there. So anyway, I'm randomly getting excited right now. I'll provide some alcoholic beverages. I'll provide some alcoholic beverages. Okay. Sparkling water and light snacks. Sparkling water and light snacks. No formal dinner. Okay. Period. There you go. Blah, blah, blah. The purpose of this event is to have fun and meet awesome new people. Okay. Stacy's address. Put my address there and my number. The purpose of this event is to have fun. Purpose of this event is to have fun and meet awesome new people and meet awesome new people, which is why we'll be using icebreakers and name tags, which is why we'll be using icebreakers and name tags to make it easier. These are hope to see you soon. Hope to see you soon. Great. He does talk about images. Let me just see here what images to use. So let's see images here. Let's see what the images are. Kind of cool. Some of these are neat. I'll get my party checklists. Sure, why not? .com. Okay. Great. Oh, what does that say? Great. Okay, cool. All right, we'll back up there. Oh, this is because the screen recording is showing in its way. Okay. Let's see here. He has so many good resources on here. It's great. I kind of like this one. I kind of like that one too. I wonder if you can just save it. Oh, good. Let's see. Image adventure. Okay. Let's see. Add image. Choose file. Image. I wonder if it'll take adventure. Haha. There you are. Cool. There it is. Okay, cool. Here it is. So we have June 8th, 7 o'clock. Oh, end time. I definitely want the end time because he's really clear about it not going over 2 hours, even if you think the party should continue to go. Great. I'm hosting a cocktail party. Super casual. Let me just say this will be at my home. My home. Purpose. Okay. Hosting a cocktail party, super casual. Meet your friends, see old ones, and have a drink. I'll provide some alcohol, sparkling water, and light snacks. No more. This will be at my home. Purpose of this event is to have fun and meet awesome new people, which is why I will be using it. Okay, I am so excited right now. I don't know why I'm so excited. It's really weird. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and allow guests invite. I'm going to show guest list and I'm going to allow +1. And then I'm going to create the event. Great. There's that. Okay. So now I am going to go ahead and, oh, I wonder what this looks like. I think I'm supposed to, let me just see if share event. Okay. Going. Okay, yeah. So I'm going now. That's great. So I just got myself to go. Okay, cool. So now my next step, I'm not going to do it here because I'm going to keep my friends' stuff private, but I'm going to now invite the people that I've asked. I had 5 people I asked already that are close to me. Just not my best friend because she lives in Florida, but people that are close to me that live here. I'm inviting them by email. And then that's when I'm going to go to the next step, which is thinking of who else I'm going to invite. And then I'm going to start sharing this. So great. Well, this is moving pretty fast. All right, guys. Well, for those of you that are going to see this on recording, this is me, Stacey Lauren, putting video 2 in, which is me creating the event for my 2-hour cocktail party. Again, where I'm at so far, I've identified why I want to do this, what I want to get out of it, what I want people to get out of it. I've gone through, which is the I and I'm game, the M, which is the mindset. What excuses do I have for not being able to do this? What's going to get in my way? What are the stories that are going to come up? All that good stuff. So I worked through the mindset. Now I'm on G, which is the goal. I've set the date for the event. And sorry, let me go back for a minute. This is why I'm doing it now, because I want to make sure I'm remembering each step. So when I create the challenge, I know the steps that are going to happen. So before I had created the event, I actually checked with 5 people that were close to me that I know I want to go, and checked to make sure the date was good for them. And I'll send those sample messages. They're in the book, but basically I think the way that we wrote it was something like, I'm thinking of throwing a party. Originally I said June 1st. Now it's June 8th. I'm thinking of throwing a party on June 8th. If I do, would it be something you'd be open to doing? Actually, I sent a little bit more context because I was like, I'm doing a challenge. And you can do that too. He actually has that wording in one of them saying I'm in a challenge right now and learning how to host a party. So it's a more vulnerable way to do it. So especially it kind of gives you space to not have it be perfect, which, I always love that. So yes, that was what I did. Secured the date. Now I've just created the Mixly event for that. And then my next step is going to be invite the people that I've already pre-invited, and then start to think of who the next guests that I want to invite are. He does talk about in the book not to invite people that you are, I don't know, wanting to impress. It's not like we have people that we want to impress, but I think that idea of just not wanting to invite people that you don't think would be forgiving, I guess. Or you're trying to impress is true. I mean, I'm thinking you might have a boss that you'd want to impress. You don't want to invite them yet unless they're friends with you. So anyway, so thinking of the people that are the safe people to invite, and you can invite +1s. I think as you continue to do it, if you end up hosting more and more events, you might curate a different list. But the very first event is kind of like a practice event that you're inviting people to. So, all right, well, I am excited. Here we go. My event is started and looking forward to hear about yours. So thanks for doing this pre-challenge with me. And here we go. Thanks, guys. Have a good day. Bye. Hey, guys. So here I am. I am planning my 2-hour cocktail party. So where I'm at so far is, first, I set the date that I thought I would want it to do. Then I invited my 4 people that I wanted to invite and basically said, hey, if I was going to host a party on this date, would you want to? One of my friends actually wasn't going to be available. So I actually changed the date. And then I set the new date. They all said yes. And then I started inviting other people. I invited people someone from comedy, someone from Toastmasters, someone from a mastermind, someone from an investment group I'm in, and then friends. So it's kind of cool. Lots of different people from different pockets. Oh, even my video guy and his wife are going to come. And so I'm excited to get to meet everyone and bring people together. So now where I'm at is, so the party is full. I'm at the max amount that they say to invite. I think they said to invite somewhere between 15 and 20, and not to have it be more than 20. And let me just see, because I think I'm at 20 now. Yeah, I'm at 20. Technically 19, and then 1 invited, and she's actually part of this TEDx thing that weekend and needs to let me know. So I'm going to wait and see what she says. But anyway, so with that, that's done. So now I'm like, okay, there's really been nothing going on for this challenge or for this party. Everything that I did was so quick. It moved really fast. I don't even think I've spent 30 minutes on this, maybe an hour if I think about it. Because what did I do? I picked the date. I had to look at my calendar. I created the event page. You guys were part of that process. I've been doing Facebook Lives every time I've done it. And then I texted friends. And so, yeah, maybe an hour so far just planning the party and haven't done anything else. And so now I'm like, okay, I feel like I could get lost because it's been no maintenance. So now I want to set up the reminder messages. They say to set the reminder messages 7 days before the event. So I'm going to go ahead and it's not 7 days before yet, but I think what I'm going to do, or yes, what I'm going to do and why I'm here is I'm going to put them at least on my calendar so that I don't forget. So I ended up getting his book to our cocktail party. I actually had listened to the Audible, but I got the physical book just because I thought it'd be easier to do it that way. And then here I go. So I'm going to put this, I'll show you what I'm going to do. Hey, everyone, 1 week away. Party is next week, and I'll share this with you guys so you have it. I don't know why I'm putting it on Wednesday, Thursday. Technically, I'm doing it on a no party day, just so you know, my party's on a Thursday. My boyfriend, that's just an easier day for him. He can't do Monday through Wednesday because of his kids. So anyway, I decided to work around that. Nick Gray says not to do it on a Thursday unless you have to, because it's a competitive day. So we'll see if that goes against me. But anyway, I'm doing it on a different day. So, okay. So the party is next week on Thursday, June 8th from 7 to 9 p.m. And then it is shaping up to be lots of fun. Looking forward to seeing you all. As a reminder, here is the page you RSVP'd on. Great. So there is that. Okay. And then I could attach a funny meme or a GIF. And so I'll think about that. So if I was really fancy, I could probably, and you're supposed to do this as a BCC. So when I set it up, I'll do it as a BCC. If I was fancy, I could probably schedule to send it on the day, but I'm just going to put it on my calendar reminder just so I don't forget. So the party's on June 8th. So 7 days, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So yeah, I think Thursday sounds good. I'm going to just make a note, send the reminder email for the party I'm hosting. And then I'm going to go ahead and put it in here, what it is. And then I'll make a note to add a GIF. Add a GIF. Great. So there's that. Okay. So let's see. 3 days. 3 days before, prepare to step up your reminder game just when people are most likely to develop potential last-minute scheduling conflicts. You send an irresistible reminder using guest bios to ramp up anticipation and commitment. So guest bios make it easy for your guests to start conversations and create new connections. They also make people feel special, valued, and excited to attend your party. Guest bios are a guaranteed part of my formula for giving you basic attendance and a better party. A guest bio is a short summary about someone. It could include professional or personal information or both, but I'm not asking you to write full bios of your guests just for a cocktail party. Keep it simple and light. And so he's giving a sample. A few of the guests at this party will include Stefan Ramirez. He's the owner of 29 Tea House in the East Village, and tea dealers ask him about matcha. Atalanta Exante is an artist in residence in the New York Academy of Art. I met her a few months ago, and I liked her work so much that I've invited her tonight. Okay, cool. So this is 3 days before. You don't have to do it for everyone. So we have the party on the 8th. So 1, 2, 3, right? 1, 2. I think I'll do it on a Sunday. Wait, 1, 1, 2, 3. No, do it. Follow the formula, Stacy. Okay. So let me put this in the morning. Okay, so send reminder email. Need to figure out bios. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just off the top of my head do one here. Okay, it says oh my gosh, it says it takes 20 minutes or less. So I might not do it all right now, just not to waste your guys' time right now. But writing good guest bios can take 20 minutes or less. Mine usually takes me 15. Don't put unnecessary pressure on yourself. They're short, fun notes, not someone's entire life history. Do make the guest bios brief, lively, and informal. Don't make it sound like a resume. Imagine one of your guests is named Rob Simon. You've known Rob for a year. He works as a copywriter and practices yoga for 2 hours a day. Rob rides a scooter and recently rescued a dog. He's originally from England and he drinks a lot of herbal tea. A good guest bio for him would be Rob works as a copywriter. He rides a scooter and recently rescued a dog. Ask him about yoga or tea. And it says to include it for half the group. Okay. So, I love this. He puts everything in here. This just makes it so easy. So we're going to do party info for Thursday. This is exciting. It's funny. Every time I touch it, I get excited and I'm not in the middle of it. I forget about it, which I guess is good. I just feel like it's been an easy challenge. Usually I think more about stuff, but I guess because he's got this formula, I haven't really had to think about it. Okay, look at this great group of few friends. Let's see here. A few friends who are coming to my cocktails. Okay, I think it's called that. And icebreakers party are listed below. Date, Thursday. Okay, what was it again? June 8th. 20. I think they all know. I don't need to put the date there. Time, 7 to 9 p.m. Location, I'll add that later. Oh, more info. More info. The event page where you RSVP'd is here. And then I don't know what I did with it. Is it here? Yeah. Okay. So now I'm not going to have to think about any of this. I'm still going to add more guest bios, but at least most of the stuff will be done. My phone number is later. And then guest bios for Thursday night. Chrissy owns an M&A. Where is that? And why don't I see the A and O-N-A firm company? She just got back from Dubai and also recently went on. I'll think of that. Okay. Additional. Okay. So I'm talking about. Well, I'll do the guest bios later because I need to really think about that. I don't want to just randomly do it. Bios plus a few more. I'll just do the whole thing plus a few more great people. Okay, cool. One of the reasons I'm hosting this party is to introduce my friends and okay. It says and colleagues, but I'm not really going to put colleagues. Perhaps these fun facts will inspire you to strike up a new conversation. See you soon, Stacy. P.S. Congrats on getting to the end of this very long email. Okay, cool. I'm just going to follow his formula. I'm going to add this later, but here we go. Send reminder email. So that's done. Cool. And then that is that. So he gives a whole thing on why all this works. And then the morning of the party, Oh my God, I love this. I feel like this is exactly what I need. It's so good because it just tells you exactly what to do. It's so great. So send one final message to your guests in the morning of your party. Copy the last message you sent 3 days before your party to use as a template. Then update the subject line and add fresh introduction. Use this message to inform guests of any important details, for example, directions, or if your house is on a cul-de-sac, and then that information. But it's not just about the details. The final message is particularly aimed at any invites who might be thinking about backing out or who might have forgotten about your event. It's your final chance to ensure a strong turnout. Keep it fun and include the guest bios again for those who didn't read them. So the example message, okay, send a reminder message. Message for the 2-hour cocktail party. All right, so there's that. Subject, party tonight. Tonight. Wow, great people are coming. Liquor, wine, and lots of seltzer. Seltzer. I don't think I spelled that right. Seltzer. Plus a few salty snacks. Pretty sure all we need. Time 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Location, all that later. And then if you have any special details, you would put that there. More info. Event page. Where you are SVP'd is here. Okay, what do I do with that? Go. Here. Great. My phone number is, and guest bios. People you'll meet tonight. List them here. Plus a few more fun people to meet. See you tonight. Cool. All right. So all I need to do with that is I'll clean up my guest bios, but I have everything already set. And then I just need to put them in my BCC. So I think what I'm going to do just to prepare ahead of time so I don't have to think about it later, burn no energy, is I'm going to do a draft email with their emails in BCC, just so it's easier for me to send the reminder emails. That way, when it's ready, I'll just copy and paste it. So it just says chapter checklist. This book's amazing. I'm just telling you guys, it's really good. Start writing a few guest bios for people in your core group now. Save these in an email draft. Set calendar reminders for yourself to message your guests 7 days before your party, 3 days before your party, in the morning of the party. Check. 7 days before your party, send your first reminder message. Attach a fun image. 4 days before, finish writing guest bios, at least half of the guests. 3 days before your party, send the reminder message. On the morning of your party, send the last one. And then, yeah, that's cool. So great. Well, that was easy. So my to-do list is just to write the guest bios. And then the next video will be me ordering the stuff that I need. I haven't looked at that yet. So I've read the book, listened to it, but then until I need it, I don't really obsess about it. That's how I do the thing. It doesn't work for everyone, but that's how I do it. All right, guys. Well, I'm excited. My 2-hour cocktail party. It's going. And I can't wait to hear about yours and do the thing. Don't wait for opportunity. Create it. Host your 2-hour cocktail party. All right. Hey, guys. So I am about to do so tomorrow is my 2-hour cocktail party that I'm hosting at my house, and I'm getting excited about it. It's been pretty easy up until now, actually, because I had set the date. I had followed his book pretty much exactly, where I had this formula to use, so I didn't have to burn any energy on doing anything, because it was like, okay, set the date 3 weeks from now. I actually had set it for 4 weeks from the date that I had decided to do it, because I just wanted an extra week just in case I needed it. I then invited my 5 closest friends, like an immediate to me, to see if they could make it. One of them couldn't, so I actually had rescheduled the date from what I was originally thinking because I wanted to give back to her because I feel like she's always hosting parties. Actually, she's how I met my boyfriend. She hosted a party that I went to, and that's how I met him, was through that. So anyway, so I had changed the date before I started inviting other people, and I've been inviting other people since then. And then I had quickly 20 people before I knew it. I actually, I have one extra person than you're supposed to have. I think maybe two, actually, because one person RSVP'd later, said maximum 20, and it says 22. So I'm almost secretly hoping a few people don't show up. But anyway, they're supposed to, because technically you're supposed to only have 20. But it's okay. Worst case, it's just a party. So there's that. So then, was it yesterday? No, Monday. I sent the email, which is part of his formula, which is send an email with a bio of some of the people that are going. And I was nervous. It was weird. It just felt, I don't know, it felt a little transactional because I was saying what they did and a little bit about them. And I actually even texted the author, Nick Gray, and asked him, how does this look? And he was so nice. He said it looked great. And then it was funny. I sent the email. I was still really nervous about it. And then afterwards, the next day, one of my friends and another person who's my video editor, they're both going. They were both on the email. And they realized that they hadn't met before, but they realized they both worked at the same co-working space. And so the email actually got them connected even before the party. So those are little things that are signs that I'm on the right path, typically when you start to see things like that happening. And so anyway, so that felt really exciting. Then yesterday I went shopping for the liquor. I got some vodka. He has it on his list. He has a whole shopping list of stuff you're supposed to get. And I went shopping there and actually brought the book with me. And I don't know, I started getting a little bit more nervous again because I'm like, oh shit, this party's really happening now. And just for context, in case you're just joining for the first time, I'm not a party hoster. I've done my kids had birthday parties and I've done really elaborate stuff where I hired people to help me when I had my company. But I've not even had a party at my house, really. My boyfriend threw me a party once at my house. It was a surprise party a few years ago. And he had a whole mixologist and it was a whole big, huge, awesome thing. But I haven't done any parties at my house, really. And so, especially this new house that I've been living in. So, and I've been wanting to, I just haven't. It just felt like a lot of work and a lot of time. And I just didn't have the energy to do it. And there's something about having this book that is just making it magic for me because I don't have to burn any energy on what to do. It's already there. But I did feel a little anxiety when I was buying this stuff yesterday because I'm like, okay, I need to listen to the book again. I have to listen to the icebreaker. So now I'm figuring out the next step, which is the structure of the party. And he has it all. Now it's my time to do it. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm driving to Lawns and I'm going to have you guys, I think I'm going to have you shop with me. I'm not exactly sure because I've never done this before where I'm going to have a Facebook Live on at the grocery store and I might turn it off if it gets weird. But I thought at least this could be something fun to look back on when I decide to run the challenge, or maybe I could fast forward it so then you kind of see what I've been doing to get this thing started. So for those of you watching this live, you will be bored because I'm going to be literally shopping. But honestly, when I do the live video, it's how I'm able to record myself on video. Otherwise, I hate recording myself on video. There's something about it being live that makes me okay doing it. So there's that. So I'm driving now to Lawns. I have the book with me. I'm going to bring the book into the grocery store and going to basically get the stuff that I need to host the party. And so, yeah, it's fun doing, okay, that was the other thing I wanted to mention. When I was feeling nervous yesterday about it, because I'm like, oh, shoot, now I need to look and see how am I supposed to do the party, right? I've been thinking about planning the party, inviting people and the things that I would need. I actually got the name tags already. I got those a week ago. I got some markers. I got some plastic cups. What else did I buy ahead of time? I think that was all I bought. Oh, I bought a harmonica ahead of time. But other than that, I haven't really done anything. And so yesterday when I was realizing that I was nervous, I was actually excited because I'm doing something new that I haven't done before. And so there's something about that is just really liberating to kind of feel that nervousness and that anxiety when you're doing something new. And then even today, I was thinking more about the party and who's coming. A few of the people that I know are coming are actually looking to explore other work opportunities. One's in education, and one mentioned to me the other day that she might be interested in looking for something new. And then I have people coming that are like, one guy is an Amazon superstar. He helps brands build e-commerce stuff. I have a friend that she buys and sells people's businesses. And I'm like, I wonder, who knows what could happen when you introduce people together? And who knows, maybe this could be the thing that motivates her to want to make a change or just to add a side hustle or something. So anyway, that is super exciting to me for sure. So here's this. I have his book. I have no idea how this is going to go. I might turn this off because I'm already feeling weird about having this Facebook Live on while I'm doing this. But okay, so we are going to the chapter. So this is where to host your party. We don't want that. I love this book. I don't know. I feel like Nick Gray knows people and just how easy it is to get distracted. And he is a master. Here we go. I have a shopping list. It's funny. I got this emailed to me too, but there's something about just having the book that's exciting to me. Okay. So we have the whole shopping list of stuff that I need to get. Okay. So we'll see. I mean, I'm going to be around people. I don't know how I'm going to feel about this. We'll see. Worst case, if I do sign off, then I just want you to know that I'm getting really excited about doing this for you guys. Really excited, because what are we starving for? So many people are starving for connection. And I know I've talked to people, actually, even in this group, that have said they do all this stuff, right? But then you're still missing something. And I feel like the idea of this party, it's about connection and the icebreakers. It's what really connects people together. And I mentioned this to Nick on our expert panel that we recorded. It's almost an introvert's dream, this kind of party, because it creates the structure of being able to just make it easier to meet the people. It's hard to walk up to a new person and so say, hey, your name and what you do or whatever, what excites you. But the icebreakers and the harmonica, which interrupts the whole party, to be able to get people to not rotate partners, that makes it sound weird, but rotate who they're talking to and do the icebreakers. I think that adds another element. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna get out of my car. Oh my God. As long as I don't get hit. And I'll show you, I'm going to the bonds here. Okay, so here's that here, real time. He's honking, but it's not at me, so that's good. Okay, I might not talk to you when we're in the store because that would be weird. I definitely don't want to be a travel vlogger. I know that. This is like a one-time thing. Okay. Maybe I'll pretend like I'm talking to a friend so it won't be as weird. Okay, so let's see. We are going to get, maybe I'll do it this way. Okay. Going back to the list. So we need baby carrots. Oh, and I know there was grapes on there too. So we need carrots, grapes. Perfect. Carrots and grapes. And I forgot to show you, I have my Do the Thing shirt on too. So since I'm doing the thing. Okay, where are you, grapes? 2 pounds. Okay. Okay. And we're going for some baby carrots too. Okay, so let's see. We need 1 pound. Isn't this great? Okay. Okay, perfect. There's that. Then hummus, guacamole, chips, nuts. Okay. Hummus, guacamole, chips, and nuts. Okay, this is actually personal shopping. My daughter likes these. Adding a little extra thing there. Okay. So you're not even wasting time because you could just add this on when you're already going to the grocery store. So that makes me, okay, I have not bought chips and I don't even know how long. I don't know what chips are, but I think there's a whole aisle for chips. Oh, you know what? I wanted to get paper plates while I'm here. Paper plates. Da, da, da. And if I hadn't already gotten the cups, I could get the cups here too. Paper plates. Great. Okay, actually chips are on the list, so we might as well get that. So we have chips, 2 bags of chips, 2 12 to 15 ounce bags.
This grocery store is beautiful. You have some interesting thoughts on Oh, she can't.
Okay, I think I'm gonna get this. Those look good. Chips. 2 bags of 12 to 15 ounce chips. I'm not a chip person, but I think I'll get some healthier chips in case people want those. Okay, these actually look good. I'll get those. I'm gonna get extra. This is my problem, but I'm not going as crazy as I would have if I didn't have his list. I'm just getting an extra bag. So it's not that bad. I'll just get an extra bag of Doritos, and then I think I'll get extra on those or these. Which ones? I think I'll get these. Okay. There's that. Now what? Oh, nuts. Oh, wow. So this is where everything was. That's great. So now I've got nuts salted, 16 ounces. And this is mixed nuts. That looks good to me. Wait, is that one better? I think I like that one better. Oh, pistachios. My daughter's allergic to pistachios. I'm not going to do those. Roasted and salted. Okay, I'll do these. And then I can't help it. I feel like I'm going to get these. Okay, I got one extra thing. Don't tell Nick. And then I feel like these chips look really good too. Maybe I'll get one extra bag. This is how it starts. I know this is how it starts, but I'm doing good. Because I'm not taking extra time. And chips are always good. Okay. I feel like I'll get some of these things here. There's that. And then do I want anything else here? Bum, bum, bum. Oh, these are organics. Okay. All right, I'm good. I'm not going to get any more chips. Okay, so now I've got the carrots. I need hummus and guacamole. And that's it. Okay, and I wanted to get I didn't get a few of the sodas I wanted to get for mixers yesterday. So I'm going to get some of that and the water also. Blood orange, that's interesting. Cool. Let me try that. Okay. And I'll get, what else? Oh, black cherry. It looks good. Get some black cherry. These are all things that I'm going to have anyway. I love sparkling water. So I'm not getting anything that I won't have after. So that's good. So that way, if they don't drink it, I'm not going to be out anything. And then I have that already. I feel like I want like one more. Kind of like this orange cream bubbly. Okay, let's see. That is good. Sparkling water. Okay. So we're good here. And I needed to get, so for mixers, I will get a bottle of Diet Coke and a bottle of Coke. That's on his list also, just so you guys know, I'm not going off his list. And I think I'm going to get this for a mixer. This, I think, was on his list too. Sparkling water, mineral water, just for people that want just that extra thing there. And let me just double check, see. Yeah, mixers, he said 4 liters or 24 cans. I think I got 18, 24 cans. And then I got the orange juice yesterday, diet regular soda today. That's it. Okay, cool. And I got the liquor yesterday. So now I just need hummus. Okay, cool. Okay, so I'm just gonna need the hummus and the guacamole. I'm not gonna let you be bored looking through that, but I'm super excited about doing this. It's tomorrow. And how long did that take? I feel like it's only been like 30 minutes shopping for stuff. So it's really not that long. I feel like in our heads, it could be bigger on how long it takes to get ready for a party. But I literally just went shopping and however long this video was, other than adding an extra 5-10 minutes for the hummus and the guacamole. So, all right, I will be updating you guys soon on when this challenge is starting. I'm getting excited for my 2-hour cocktail party tomorrow, and I will talk to you soon. Bye. Do the thing. Don't wait for opportunity. Create it. Okay. Hey guys. All right. So I'm leaving the grocery store. So I wanted to get the time lapse of just how long things were taking. And great. I think, what is that? I dropped my daughter off at 9 something, 9:15. So yeah, in less than an hour, I am done. I've got all the shopping done. And I just wanted to share my reflections on what's coming up for me, because I think that's important to do when you're doing something new. So it's funny, before I went shopping yesterday, actually, when I looked at his list again, I saw that you're allowed to bring, because I'm really trying to follow his formula to a T. So especially because I'm going to be running a challenge for this, I want to make sure people are comfortable doing the formula. And so let me find a better place to put this so I'm not feeling so weird holding the camera. Okay. So anyway, so I saw on there that it was optional that you could do a charcuterie board or a cheese board, one of those. And so there was a neighborhood person that does that. And I actually had asked her to make one already. But it's funny and it's fine. She's making one and it'll be cool. But technically that's on the list is optional. But I think he means you make it, not you get someone else to do it. So with that, when I went to the store, I realized that I could have already bought just cheese and salami there. I didn't have to do some fancy thing. So that was actually really interesting. I think that's just showing me that my people-pleasing tendency still kind of gets spikes up. And I know my house is a little further for people than normally. I live in San Diego, but it's in Coronado, and it's the south side of Coronado. So it's a little bit further than I think normally people go. And so I think in my head, I'm trying to make sure I am feeling like it's there. So that was interesting to see that I have that coming up for me. Either way, it's still on the list. But I see now that I went to the grocery store, I could have just gotten one of those things there and it would have been just fine. So I wanted to tell you that. I also wanted to tell you, Nick does say that the author of the book, Nick Ray, says you could get everything for $100. Today, the stuff that I bought, I think it was $130. And then the stuff yesterday, it was $70, around there, $200. And then, so I did spend more, but I want to say the good and the bad about this. So the bad was because I was like, okay, I wasn't really strong on my boundaries with the chips. As you guys saw, I was getting extra chips. And also, actually, now that I think about it, a lot of the stuff that I got, especially the alcohol, I mean, it's not going to be done for this party. I'll have it. So if I do decide to do another one of these parties again, I'll have it for the next one. And then same thing with the sparkling water. And I got bottled water. And actually, now that I think about it, I got my daughter a few things there too. So I don't know exactly how much it was, but it was around $200. Let's just say between the alcohol yesterday and the food today, and then the board I'm having the neighbor make. That's a little bit extra. And then a lot of the stuff I'm going to get to keep. But I'm really noticing the cool thing about this is I mentioned before that I've done parties before, not at my house, but I've done like extravagant parties for my company. I used to host those, not huge ones, but every year we do a Christmas party or a holiday party to give out awards, and I would do a speech and stuff. And then I've done my kids' birthday parties. But honestly, I was never confident in my abilities to do it. So I always had someone helping me and I always second guessed everything, which is really my biggest takeaway from this preparing for this party is that I'm so confident. I'm not asking anyone anything. It's so funny. It's amazing. When you have a plan for how to do it, a formula, I just feel like my confidence has been totally reinvented with me doing this. And I got to see that. And so that I think is my win in planning this is I'm not second guessing anything. I'm just getting the things that are on the list. And if I want to get an extra bag of something, I'm getting the bag. I'm not checking with anyone. I just have this book and I'm following the book and I'll text the author sometimes if I have a question or whatever, but because it's new. And so that is what I'm really getting out of it is I have just realized how confident I am when I'm doing something new. And so I really wanted to share that because even if you don't follow everything specifically to a T perfectly, and maybe for me, I noticed my people pleasing thing got spiked a little bit with adding that charcuterie board, but it's fine because I am doing this differently than I would have done before. Before I would have had someone helping me. I might have done more, or definitely would have done more with decorations and things like that. And so I'm getting excited because I'm not having to check in with anyone about anything and I'm just following my own thing. And for some of you, this might be something that's in your wheelhouse. This kind of stuff was never in my wheelhouse. So I'm not the person that is an entertainer at all. I'm the one that goes to parties if I really like the people that are there or if I'm doing some networking thing, but I'm not someone that hosts parties. There's people that I know that every year they have something big at their house and that's what they love. That's just never been me. So anyway, it's just exciting to see that I'm liking this and I'm feeling confident with it. Okay, so that is my reflection and I hope you guys have a great day. And I'm getting excited for my party tomorrow. And then I'm also excited for the challenge. So don't forget, do the thing. Don't wait for opportunity. Create it. Okay. Hey guys. So apparently I'm getting used to doing Facebook Lives in the car now. So that's been a big win by doing this challenge is I am getting more comfortable just popping on. That does require me to have Facebook on my phone, which normally I don't like, but I actually delete it and then I just reinstall it. So then I'm not going on Facebook during the day because that is a thing for me that I don't like to do. So, okay. I am excited. The party's tonight. I sent out the final reminder email this morning. It's fun. It's interesting. It's like when you do something new, regardless of whether it's a party or insert the other thing, you get to see all the things that come up for you as you're doing the new thing. So this is interesting. So I mentioned yesterday how I'm excited because I've been getting more confident. I realized that having a formula, having someone that's a guide, Nick Ray is the guide, the author of the 2-Hour Cocktail Party, and just not having to think about anything for this party. Honestly, every time I have a question, I go to his book. I've actually got his book in paperback, and then I also got it on Audible. And then I think I mentioned this yesterday, but I even looked at a few of his videos yesterday. So I'm noticing, again, it's cool because I'm writing the book called Do the Thing, right? So I'm noticing what I need to do something new. And there's some people that they will wait and they'll watch all the videos, they'll read the book, they'll want to know everything ahead of time. And I notice that's what's different about me. I am doing the thing. And then as I get to the step, that's when I read the thing. That's when I watch the thing. And it helps me get more comfortable. So that was kind of a cool epiphany. The other thing I noticed is I need to work on my boundaries. I am still coming up with this. I don't know if it's people pleasing or if it's just me not wanting. I don't know what it is. So I had my number. He does say not to go over 20 for your first party. He said to go 15 to 20. And then I had a few people ask if they could invite someone. That meant we were over 20. And I said yes. Then yesterday, a good friend of mine was like, oh, hey, me and a couple of people, we would really love to come to your party. And then I said no. And I was like, I'm really sorry. I'm really trying to keep this to a certain number. And I am already at the number. And then he was like, oh, it's fine. I understand. And then, I don't know, an hour later, I just felt bad. And I'm like, what's the worst that's going to happen? I cut a icebreaker short. I only do 2 icebreakers. I didn't want to lose out on having people that I really wanted to come there. And so anyway, I don't know what that means for me. I guess I'll have to see how the party goes, if they do end up all coming and if it ends up being more people and if I'm able to manage that or if that messes anything up. But what I'm noticing is just how cool it is to do something new. I keep saying this. This is actually the whole thing I keep talking about is when you go outside your comfort zone, that's what's the coolest thing about going outside of your comfort zone is you learn all about yourself and what you need to work on, what you're doing good at, what you have improved on. And that's what I'm learning just because this is a whole new thing for me doing this party, and it's a simple thing to do. So it's kind of cool to test it on something that isn't really requiring much work, pretty much. And then a friend texted me this morning, one of the friends that's coming, and she said, I just wanted you to know I'm a little nervous about coming to the party tonight. It's out of my comfort zone. And I thought that was really interesting. And it's because I think a lot of people are used to going to parties and they either know everyone or it's the same group of people. It's not a diverse group of people. And since this is actually a diverse group of people, maybe that's why I'm curious because I want to ask her more questions about what part of it, because I know she does a lot of stuff, parties, and she does things. So I'm just curious what part of it, maybe because she doesn't know anyone but me. I'm not sure. I'm really interested, though, to find more about that because I was really interested in hearing that. And I was excited to help someone go outside of their comfort zone just by me hosting a party. So, all right, that's it. The only other thing I'm going to do for this is just kind of organize where the drinks go and the snacks go. And I did make a little welcome sign to put on my door, and that is it. And then it's just, I did this morning too. And I want to make sure I'm marking this all for you guys when I do the challenge. So as I do the dares, I'm helping support you through it is the alarms. I set alarms on my phone because every 30 minutes I'm going to do an icebreaker. And so I planned my icebreakers. I'm deciding on the first icebreaker. He has them in his book. It's either going to be, what's your favorite thing to eat for breakfast? Or it's going to be, what was your first job that you made money at? So I'm deciding on what the first one is. And then I think he says to repeat it the second one. I don't think I'm going to do that. I just feel like that's weird. And maybe he has a reason for it. I'll probably ask him more about it. But I think the second one I want to ask is, what are you doing right now that's really exciting to you? Because I think that's kind of a fun question. So we'll see what happens there. And then the third question, icebreaker, I'm going to ask is, and again, this might change, but this is where I'm at right now, where I set alarms for each one and I reminded myself what the icebreaker was in case I forget. The third one's going to be, what is the coolest thing that you spent money on in the last year? So anyway, I thought that was kind of a fun question. And then I was already thinking about what mine was, and mine's, I don't know if it'll change when I'm there, but when I'm doing it, but I was thinking of my comedy class. Actually, it was probably the best thing I've spent money on in the last year, because by doing that, it's almost feel like I can do anything now. Once I can do stand-up comedy, it really opened me up to so many things. It was the thing that terrified me a year ago, and now I literally can do anything. And I keep signing up. I'm starting another one next week. It's really exciting. So, and then the other cool thing about it, I'm applying to TEDx right now, to different ones, which is cool. But then they ask for anything you've done public speaking wise, and I have those videos for my comedy performance. So now that thing that terrified me, actually, I'm able to use as an example for things that I've done where I've spoken before. So that's been fun. I don't know if fun's the right word, but it's been cool just to see dots connecting just by me doing something random that you wouldn't think I'd be able to use for something like that. I'm able to use it now. So, all right, guys. Well, wish me luck. And I'm excited to connect people together, and who knows what's going to happen. So can't wait to help you host your own small party. I'm saying small. It's like 24 people are going. Oh, God. We'll see how that goes. And if I made a mistake or not. All right, you guys. Well, have a great day and do the thing. Don't wait for opportunity. Create it. Hey, okay, guys. Hi, I'm with my friend Sandy, and we're doing our 2-hour cocktail party, and it's so exciting because she's the first one here, other than my boyfriend, who's been here helping me organize everything and get things ready. So that's been amazing. And we have our name tags on, and I was just telling her how perfect it was that she was the first one here, because we met at a fitness camp like 2 years ago.
You can't tell,
and
but
I was, oh my gosh. And I was like really having a hard time, and that's why I went there. And we met, and then she happens to be a person that helps people write books. And she was my book strategist, and we ended up starting to work together. And that's how Do the Thing really was born from that, because originally it was a sales book.
and then it turned into Do the Thing. So
what an incredible metamorphosis it's had.
yeah, so it's kind of, this is amazing. And when you think about it, the dots connecting, and you're not even sure, because she's volunteering for TEDx.
Wait, you got to show Sweetie so that
Sunday.
it doesn't just look like I'm jerking
here.
I
know, I do that. I know. So yeah, she's volunteering for TEDx this Sunday, so she wasn't even sure she was going to be able to make it. And then here you are, and you're the first one, and now it's like the dots connecting of all of it. So anyway, hey, okay, I'm here. We are here. We're about to do our 2-hour cocktail party.
Yeah, this is the perfect kickoff for a crazy weekend for me.
Oh, good. Okay, so I wanted to just kind of show you guys what's going on. So we have the alcohol over here. Oh, wait, hold on. Let's move it. We have cups. So I'm messing up a little. I'm following most of the formula. Let me show you, actually. We'll walk with me. We'll walk together. We did have music playing, so we do have the music on. We have name tags. We have Nick's book here. We have someone coming in. Let's see. Hi. Oh, can I? Okay. You go upstairs. Yeah, go upstairs. Mine. Yeah.
I know, sweetie.
Cool.
You're excited to see
Awesome.
Yay.
We're doing a Facebook Live in the group show. It's good. Can I say hi? Okay. Okay, and my friend Chrissy, so exciting. She's here early too and gonna take a shower after working out.
Does it start? What time does it start?
Just 7. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're super we're good.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so then we have the sign, the grab a drink thing. And so they're able to grab drinks. And then we have alcohol cups. So I followed Nick with the plastic cups, but then I have regular cups because I wasn't sure if those were too big, small. Water, chips, and then I messed up a little and got a charcuterie board because it was on the list. Technically, you're supposed to do really light snacks, and so that sort of makes it a little bit much. Yeah, it makes it a little bit much, but you know what?
This is not a Jewish event.
Yeah, you know what?
There's no such thing as light snacks if you're doing a Jewish event.
I think the thing about it is that made me okay was that it was still really easy. Like the whole thing was really easy, and then I'm doing it, you know? So what else did I have to show them?
That's a good looking charcuterie board. Like that's exciting to me.
Yeah, okay, good.
Yeah.
So you're excited. Okay, cool.
I'm excited.
All right, cool. All right, so there you go. We are doing our 2-hour cocktail party, and we are off to the races.
Woohoo!
Sandy has been so kind as to volunteer to be the drink person for the first 10 minutes. Nick suggests to have someone help with the drinks that comes early. She has
coffee
come early,
tier me.
So we are good. All right, awesome. All right, you guys. Well, I'm excited to help you host your 2-hour cocktail party, and we will see you soon. I don't know when it's starting yet, but we're going to do this party and then we're going to figure it out. All right. Bye, guys. You want to say bye?
Bye.
Hi, guys. Okay, so, thank you. Thanks so much for coming. So this was inspired by a book that I read. It's 2-hour cocktail party. I'll be doing a challenge with them sometime probably next month, and so it's exciting because it gave me a reason to have a party, and I've been wanting to have parties for a while, and then Chrissy actually has been the one that's like, have a party at your house. So anyway, glad you guys are all here. So one of the things that you do is you do icebreakers because you're bringing in just different people that don't know each other, and so it's a great way to just get to know each other. So we're gonna go around the circle and then just say your name, what you do for work, and if you don't want to talk about work, you can say what you're passionate about, and then what's your favorite thing for breakfast. So I will go first to give you an example, and then if it's okay, I'll go to you. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. And we're trying to keep it under a minute, so just so you know. So don't tell us your whole breakfast story. But my name is Stacy Lauren, and I have a podcast called Do the Thing, and I love to do challenges and help people overcome their obstacles to reach their dreams. And my favorite thing for breakfast is I have this like apple chicken sausage thing every morning, and it's like so delicious and really easy to make. We're gonna do another icebreaker. Outside. We're gonna go outside. right, you guys are gonna get in another circle. Round two. Okay. The second question, we're gonna go around and we're gonna say our names again, what you do for work, and if you don't want to talk about work, just say what you're passionate about. And the question is, are you ready? Get excited. What are you doing right now that has you really excited? So, my name is Stacy Lauren. What I do for work is I have a podcast called Do the Thing, and I run challenges. And what has me really excited is that I took a break from the podcast starting today. 3 months for the whole summer, and I'm excited to see what that's going to open up for me. Even though I love the podcast, I was ready to do new stuff. So, do the thing!
Yeah!
Hey guys. Okay, so I had my 2-hour cocktail party last night and oh my gosh, it was so much fun. Okay, so here's the thing. It was 2 hours and I did have everyone leave at 9 and right now it's 5:56 in the morning and I'm going to work out. I was thinking about what that's a good sign of just what this was, right? I'm still able to do my normal life while I'm doing this thing. So anyway, so that I thought was really cool was that I did not go past the rules of having people stay later than the 2 hours. So anyway, so I'm excited that I'm actually up and I'm going to work out like I normally do at 6 o'clock. So yay for me. Okay, so as far as the party goes, oh my gosh, so many things that were cool about it because number one, everyone had a great time. The icebreakers gave it this moment of connectedness. It's funny, I was in my head thinking, okay, I don't know if I want to interrupt the party 3 times. Maybe I'll just do 2 icebreakers. And then it just felt so good when we were doing the icebreakers because there's this moment where everyone's in the circle and everyone's just connecting as a group during that each one. And so I just went according to the schedule, which was every 30 minutes doing an icebreaker. And you could tell how it got easier and easier each time people were doing it. The other things that came up for me is I think there's some people that are in the Do the Thing group that mentioned they do parties all the time. So why would they join this challenge? And I realized this isn't just a normal party that you're learning to host. You're hosting a 2-hour cocktail party, which is bringing in diverse people. So I had a few people tell me they're used to, it's almost like a bubble, right? Where they're seeing the same people over and over again and over and over again. And this is a way for people to meet different people. And I saw these connections happening last night of people that are going to be talking to each other, whether it's about work or friendships and different things. So that was actually really exciting to me. I was talking to my boyfriend about it too. And he was like, I know you said this was easy to plan, but it's even going to be easier for future ones because I already know, okay, this is where I'm going to put everything. This is what I'm going to do. I already have the little signs that I made that were created. And so that was actually really cool to realize too, was that even though I felt like I didn't do much work because I'm looking at the book and I'm following it, whatever work I did do, I'm going to be able to rinse and repeat for the future. And basically, if I had questions, I'm like, oh, where should I put the food? And so I already know all that. I already know where I'll put the alcohol and the food and stuff. So I won't have to even think about that next time. And the other thing that was funny was one of the things Nick suggests is you put a candle in the bathroom and you add little paper towels so people want to wash their hands. They could do that. And people were specifically commenting of how cool that was. And like, oh, wow, you think of everything. And I was like, no, it was in the book. It was literally in the book. Light a candle in the bathroom. Not only in the book, but Nick gives you this before the party checklist that you can go down and that's on there too. So I don't know. He just thought of everything, which is really cool. So it made me, I think since he thought of everything, that made me not have to think of anything really. I mean, other than figuring out who to invite to it. And then I had a lot of people at the last minute saying, oh, can I invite a friend? And that was really the only time that I was questioning what I was supposed to be doing. But other than that, it was a pretty easy process because I'm just reading the book and following it. I'm trying to think what else came up. Yeah, it was that, the icebreakers. Okay, yeah, I think that was it. It was just really good. I know I'm going to do this again. I'd have to think of what I would do if I would do anything differently. I don't know if I would. I was even thinking I don't think I'm ready for this yet, but maybe by the time I do the dating challenge for everyone of during an icebreaker, I could, and I'll ask some of my single friends what they think. But if people are single, they could say, oh, I'm single and this is who I'm looking for. I was almost thinking that could be kind of fun because I know there were a lot of my friends that were single that came. And even though people are married, they know people. And so I was thinking maybe that could be something I could help kind of facilitate is that. And yeah, it was just an amazing time. I'm so happy that I did it. It's funny, when I originally planned on doing this challenge, I wasn't thinking I was going to host my own party. I don't know why, but then when I realized I really needed to do it in order to prepare the challenge, that's really what spurred it. And then as I'm doing it, I'm realizing I really have been wanting to host my own parties. I haven't had one at my house since I've moved in, pretty much, other than the one my boyfriend threw for me, but I didn't have to do anything for that one. I just showed up, which was cool because it was a surprise. So yeah, it's a really great way to really connect people together. I had a lot of people tell me that they haven't been to a party since COVID. I had a lot of people tell me that they are introverts and they really liked the format of the icebreakers and the name tags because that helped them feel more comfortable. I had people that were helping even as a few people came late, and someone even helped do the name tags and things like that. So I feel like people kind of felt like a part of what was going on. So it was a lot of fun to be able to facilitate that. And I'm looking forward to doing future ones. And I'm glad that you guys are here, and I'm excited to help you host your own small party. The challenge will be coming up soon because I just needed to finish this, and now I can be able to finish preparing for the challenge, and we'll let you know when it's going to be starting. I'm super excited. All right, guys, do the thing. Don't wait for opportunity. Create it. Hey guys. Okay, apparently my favorite place to do Facebook Lives now is in my car, which is really funny because I normally don't even have Facebook on my phone, but here I am doing another one in my car. And I finished my 2-hour cocktail party last night, and I posted about that earlier. But the thing that's coming up for me right now that I'm really excited about is that because I hosted that 2-hour cocktail party, I have the confidence now to do other things. I actually have a investment mastermind group that's coming up in August. And I was actually going to email the person that's putting it together to say, hey, do you want to do a meetup the first night, and I can help you run a 2-hour cocktail party so we can all get to know each other. So I would have never had that. And I don't know what they're going to say, but I would have never had that confidence to do that before I did this event at my house. And so that's cool. And then all these other ideas are coming up where I'm like, oh my gosh, my neighborhood, they like to do street parties. And wouldn't that be fun? I can invite the people in my neighborhood. And whether it's a 2-hour cocktail party or it's a 2-hour day party, the concept is the same, right? I could do name tags and icebreakers and really get people to get to know each other. And it's like I have this system and framework now to do it with anything. And then I was thinking, even for this challenge, it could be fun where people who work together, someone, let's say you work for a company, or let's say you own the company, you could do it for your employees, which is really fun. Or you work for the company and you could go to your boss and say, hey, I'd love to host. And whether it's a 2-hour cocktail party or just a 1-hour meetup, whatever it is, this party gives you the confidence to be able to do these kinds of things. And then, oh my gosh, because I have my book coming out next year, I'm like, oh, wouldn't it be fun if the people that are participating in the challenge, they can help with the book launch, and I can help basically facilitate. Maybe they could do a 2-hour party and then we give out the book or we do something like that. And I was like, wouldn't that be fun? So anyway, just by doing the thing, all of these new ideas are spurting. And so I wanted to just document kind of what's going on for me in my head, because this is what happens. You don't know really all the things that are possible until you do the thing. Once you do the thing, then that's where all the things open up and expand. And that's where the opportunities and the doors open. And I'm talking about Deblin's podcast right now, Opening Doors, because that's what this does. It opens doors for you when you do the thing. You're able to really just meet new people, have new ideas, get new opportunities, and you really don't know what's possible until you start. So that is coming up for me. So I wanted to share it with you guys. I'm really excited about helping each of you host your own small party and the 2-hour cocktail party. And I'm excited for the challenge. I will update you soon on when it's going to be. My cousin Randy's putting all the final details together on the back end. I'm finishing the dares, and then I'm going to meet with the author, Nick Gray, and just kind of make sure we're on the same page with everything. And then we're going to tell you the date. So cool. I'm excited, and we'll see you soon. Do the thing. Don't wait for opportunity. Create it. Hi, guys. Okay, so this is hilarious. I have been planning the Do the Thing host your own small party challenge based on Nick Gray's book, The 2-Hour Cocktail Party. And I kept saying it's a 2-hour cocktail party challenge. And every time I was recording an episode, I was driving myself crazy. And then, you know what? I don't know. It's 2 weeks later now. And just all the feedback that I've gotten from people that went to my party, and they're people that have host parties all the time are excited about hosting a 2-hour cocktail party. And people that have never hosted parties are excited about hosting a 2-hour cocktail party. And I realized this isn't a host your own small party challenge. This is actually a 2-hour cocktail party. So I got permission from Nick to use the name of his book in the challenge, because I feel like this is a whole special, unique party that people don't normally do, where you use name tags and icebreakers and you're able to connect people together in a different way. I just heard one of the people that I invited to the party, he talked to one of my friends who she sells businesses and buys businesses, and he's getting advice from her. Another friend went to a gym with another one the next morning, and they connected together. And I think there's some kind of magical transformation of connection that happens with this kind of party. And it's because of the icebreakers and the name tags, because it's like this meaningful moment of being able to take the time to get to know each other just in a different way that you don't normally do with parties. So anyway, I'm so excited. I am actually going to be calling it the Do the Thing Host Your Own 2-Hour Cocktail Party, because it is a specific kind of party. And keep in mind, if you don't drink and you don't want to have alcohol there, it is totally fine. It's just called a cocktail party because you're not having major food, it's just light snacks. So if you see yourself making an excuse of why you can't do the challenge, counter that, because I think everyone really should do this party. We'll help you every step of the way. You're going to have a community of people doing it with you. You'll get to meet whoever you want through the means of having this party. So even if you're new to the place where you live or you don't know many people, we're going to help you host your 2-hour cocktail party by using Nick's formula and by implementing the Do the Thing formula into this challenge. I'm so excited to have you guys join me. I can't wait to see the parties that you're going to host and the people that you'll be able to connect together. And even more than that, the confidence you're going to be able to build by being able to do something like this and what that's going to mean for you in your life. So join the challenge. Do the thing. Host your 2-hour cocktail party based on Nick Gray's book, The 2-Hour Cocktail Party. And do the thing. Don't wait for opportunity. Create it.